After 2 months away from his customers, Zaki Hamid, the owner of Steadbrook, a contemporary clothing store in Denver, is reopening his doors very carefully.
We love our business, we're so passionate about it, but safety, health, and the protection of our community is our #1 priority.
You don't want anyone.
He hired a startup called the COVID Consultants to advise him on how to keep his shop a virus-free space.
Anything we can do to mitigate the risk is worth doing for us right now.
All across the country, businesses dependent on physical workplaces are staggering work shifts and changing the way their buildings are set up and function.
100% you do not want to wing this. You just want to do it right. You want to do it right the first time. You want to know what you're doing.
Dana Lerman is using her background as an infectious disease physician to help folks like Hamid establish the social distancing and precautions needed to comply with safety guidelines.
As much as you can, a total no-touch transaction here.
And make his employees and customers feel comfortable.
It's unprecedented. We've never dealt with it before.
Consultant Tara Powers is helping companies navigate this new work environment. She told us about a neighbor who's in charge of a big law firm.
She's been spending weeks figuring out new paths of how people will flow through their large building, right? And what elevators will be used to go up, what elevators will be used to go down.
In which 3 elevators.
Elevator traffic, it seems, has become a bit of a science. Safety-related signs may soon be commonplace, as well as arrows pointing customers through stores and plexiglass dividers at front counters. Cubicles and offices, as opposed to open workspaces, could also become in again, something Powers worries about.
How do we keep it collaborative? How do we not make it like an us-them type of thing? I think that's really important to think about.
Ford Motor Company is even testing a wearable wrist device that buzzes when workers get too close to it. Of course, companies will still have to decide how much to budget for all these retrofits.
The last thing they want to have to do now is to make another capital investment into equipment that may or may not be necessary a year from now.
Hamid does have one policy that's unique to stores like his.
If anyone tries any clothing on, we steam it and then we quarantine that piece for 24 hours.
Lerman says hand washing will have to be done differently at his store.
Go get your paper towel, you dry your hands. You take the paper towel, shut the sink off. You take that same paper towel and open the door.
Details matter.
We're not going to give up, It's find a way to do things safely or don't do it at all.
You need to implement these changes because they're really important. You don't want to have a coronavirus outbreak in your facility.
The stakes are that high. Most businesses know they need to adjust for a very different future. Hendrik, Sybrandy, CGTN, Denver.